Oh, that whole time, man, what a beginner mistake. You guys couldn't hear me that whole time. I'm talking this whole time. Well, welcome to my stream. This is number four. Today we're going to be playing some Pokemon Omega Ruby. I this is a save file that I just started this year during quarantine, and I've had a lot of fun. I've already beaten the main game, so the Elite Four, and I've also completed the Delta episode. And right now, what I'm doing in this save file is catching all of the legendaries, but I wanted to try something that I've never done before, and so I'm shiny hunting all the legendaries. This is a legitimate save file. As you can see, I'm playing on original hardware. So this is my 3DS here. You should see the setup that I've got here. I've got a document camera pointed down at my desk here, and you can see my 3DS here playing on original game cartridge. So it's a legitimate save, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna be shiny hunting Regice today. So far, I've already caught two shiny legendaries. I've caught Ho-Oh and Regirock, and we are continuing on the Regice trio with Regice. So Regice is a real pain because its shiny, sprite is hardly different than the original. So this is going to be fun. I'm gonna have to pay real close attention to that twinkle once we get it. So hopefully we can get it today on stream. But I gotta say, I've been trying to get this Regice for couple weeks now, and it's just not working for me. So I'm really hoping my odds are looking good tonight. We're gonna try it out, and so this is my first Pokemon stream, so I'm very excited for today. So here we go. For those who don't know, shiny hunting is just you want to get a shiny. So a shiny is a rare color variant for a Pokemon. There's really nothing different about them. Stats are pretty identical. Everything is the same except for the color. And so because of that and because of their rarity, people like to get shinies kind of as a flex, really. In the process that we're going to be shiny hunting Regice, now as you can see in the game, you can already see I'm getting started. I've already gotten to the location of the Pokemon, and I'm just going to keep hitting A as soon as I see it, and it's going to awaken Regice. And we're just going to keep doing this. And so what's nice is that it's got something to do with the game's code. I can just keep soft resetting until I get the shiny. So that's what we're going to do. In order to soft reset on the 3DS, you hit LR and either start or select at the same time, and it'll soft reset. So as you can see, it'll take me back to the title screen, and I can just keep loading my save file until I get a shiny. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I know it's not a very exciting stream, and today I'm just going to see if we can get Regice. That would be really great. So time number 3, nope, not working for me. So just waiting for that sparkle. Oh, let me turn up the game audio. I gotta say, this setup here, wait for it to come in. There it is. I gotta say, this game audio, in order to get the game audio running, I had to do a lot. So I've got my microphone. If you can see in my stream here, this is my USB microphone. So it's picking up my voice here. But man, I had to. You might be able to see, so that's not a winner. This document camera is terrible, but you can see I plugged in an aux into the microphone port of my PC, and I had to do a little bit of finagling to get that audio to be picked up both in my PC but also in my ears, so that I can hear the shiny twinkle. Once we get that, I had to do a lot for that. I actually could not find an aux cable in my house. I looked everywhere. I looked in my cars and all that, and I couldn't find anything. I had to go to the store and buy a cable, and I got a funny story about that too. I went to the store and I went to the grocery store because Hannah's baking today. She's baking, I don't know, cake or brownies or something. She needed flour. So I went to Jewel Osco. So those who are from the Midwest, it's a grocery store. I went to Jewel Osco to get flour, and I couldn't find any aux cables. I found one, and it was a 3-foot cable. I was like, 3-foot cable? That can't be long enough. That's not really that long. And I made it to the checkout, and I saw the little kiosk with all of the cables and stuff, like, near the exit of Jewel. And I asked the cashier, I was like, hey, by any chance, do you have any longer cables than this one, 3-foot one? She's like, well, you want to go check? And I was like, I don't really see any. I don't need to check. I just bought the 3-foot one anyway. And then as I'm leaving the store, I passed by and I thought I'd poke my head over and see. And they did have a 6-foot audio cable. So I literally had to I grabbed the 6-foot cable and brought it back to the same cashier. And I was like, I should have checked and just replaced it. So then I had to return the 3-foot one that I just bought. A big headache, and I'm a dunce. So there you go. That's my story about the aux cable. So a lot of trouble for me just to get this stream going. I've got this aux cable and plugged into my mic port. I've got my USB mic plugged into my PC, and anyway, this whole setup is pretty janky, but hey, it's working. We've got audio from the game, audio from my mic. We've got video capture for me, video capture for the game. So hey, it's working. So this is pretty much what we're gonna do for today's stream. I thought it'd be fun, maybe do like an hour or so of this. And we'll just see. I'm really hoping we get it early on, but I don't know. We'll see. I thought I was gonna do this anyway. I was gonna shiny hunt for Regice anyway, but I figured I'd just do it on stream. I thought it'd be fun. And my 3-year-old, I locked the door because Hannah told me to lock the door if I don't want any interruptions. So my 3-year-old is banging on the door. 1 second. Hey. What are you doing?
I just want to play Mario Kart.
All right, we're back. Oh my goodness. My son just wanted to play Mario Kart, so he was banging on the door. All right. So I got Steve in the chat. How you doing, Steve? My #1 fan. I said that while my mic was muted at the beginning. We got Steve in the chat. So, anyway, this is the process of shiny hunting. It is a grind, let me tell you. It is a grind. Let me see if I can show you. Let's see. I want to show you the difference between the shiny and regular Regice. It's terrible. Shiny versus... Yep, that's not a shiny. Reset. Shiny versus regular Regice. It's terrible. It's like Gengar. Like, the color palette is like nearly identical. The only difference is one is like slightly more blue. It's terrible. So I'm trying to find a good comparison. I mean, like, here's a good picture of... Yeah, that's not it. Here's a good picture of, if you can see that, of the two-dimensional sprite. But of course, you know, I'm shiny hunting the 3D sprite, if you can really see. You'll just have to Google it. or something like that. But you can see the 3D sprite that is in Oris, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, is like nothing different from the original. So it's kind of going to be a pain. Honestly, though, once we get Regice, the rest is kind of smooth sailing. I'm going to try and shiny hunt Registeel, and we'll see if we can get that. Maybe on stream, too. If this one is goes well, then we can do that one.
I'm just looking for the other one.
What are you looking for?
What's the matter with me?
Oh, it's in here. Or it's in the Switch. Just bring in the whole thing. My son wants Mario Kart. All right. See, it's funny. I get myself all ready for these streams. I really should get my son ready for these streams. One of the things that I really like about shiny hunting on stream is I feel like everyone is rooting for you, you know? Like anytime a streamer is shiny hunting, like everybody wants you to get that shiny. It's kind of like this online camaraderie, which is a lot of fun. So I'm really hoping, honestly, like I said earlier, I've been doing this for at least a week and a half, on and off. You know, I don't really play every night. You know, when I try to, but I would say I've probably spent maybe 4 or 5 sessions playing, trying to get shiny Regice. And the problem is, like, its color palette is so close to the original that, like, I'm not even 100% sure that I haven't missed it already. So. You know, I do want to play more Pokemon too, like on stream. I think it would be so much fun. I have each of the over the summer this year, I've been collecting all of the Pokemon games, and I've completed my collection. I have one of every Pokemon game, authentic copies of every game, which is really fun. So I definitely want to go through those games. And so, like, right now, of course, I'm playing through Omega Ruby. I am playing through Platinum, Pokemon Platinum, and I haven't quite finished that one yet. That might be a fun one to do on stream. But I also have Sword and Shield, and I've never, like, pretty much just pick my starter, and that's it. So I'm not, like, far at all. I know nothing about the game, so that would be a fresh playthrough, which would be really fun. I think that'd be fun to do on stream, is a fresh, brand new playthrough. So, you know, perhaps if you guys like Pokemon content, hey, maybe we'll play Sword and Shield on stream. That might be fun. I might do it anyway because I enjoy it. So even if nobody watches, I think it's fun. But we're just gonna keep grinding. The nice part though about Regice is that you don't really have to go anywhere for it, you know. It's just pressing A. Like, I don't even have to touch the control stick at all. For some legendaries, like oh my goodness, I've seen people shiny hunt Latias or Latios in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and there's like a 30-second to like a 1-minute cutscene, or I don't know, I could be wrong. There's something before you get the encounter with Latios. Because they are not shiny locked in this game. You can get a shiny Latios in Oris. But yeah, you gotta go through that cutscene. I think you might have to battle Team Aqua Magma before actually getting it. So that would be a grind, you know. Getting a shiny Latios would be a grind, and I commend anyone who is up for that challenge. I certainly am not. So that is one of the not shiny lock legendaries in this game that I do not have shiny. So, but from there, I'm I'm gonna see if I can get every other legendary shiny, because there's a lot of legendaries in Oris. I think I read that you can get every single Pokemon with just a copy of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and X and Y. So between those two games, you might have to have both, you know, both Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, both X and Y. But between those two games, you can get all Pokemon through that generation. So let's see if that'll focus a little bit. Of course I clicked the wrong time to focus. Oh, now it's blurry. Yeah, the resolution on this document camera is not very good, so as you can see, I have a Zangoose as my in my first slot because he knows false swipe. So I think it'll take maybe a couple false swipes in order to get Regice down to 1 HP, but he's kind of my he's kind of my shiny or just my catching leader, party leader. So the nice part about shiny hunting is if you are dedicated enough, you have 100% chance of getting it. Like, if you stick it out, you will for sure get one eventually. That's just how it works. I mean, it could take a long, long, long time. But if you are dedicated enough, you can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to... I want legitimate shinies. I don't want any hacked or, you know, pseudo shinies, anything like that. Pseudo legendaries. Pseudo legendaries is something else. Fake, like non-legitimate. You guys know what I mean. See, now the audio is just like a little loud in my ears, but I can see on the bar it's not super loud, which I guess is a good thing. I guess I could deal with the loud volume, huh? It's gotten to the point I've watched a video of a guy who caught shiny Regice in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and it twinkles like he like swings his arms. You know, if you watch this next time, Regice kind of like swings his arms, you know? And so the twinkle, the shiny twinkle is like right after the second twinkle. So like when I was shiny hunting for this, I would see like his second swing and not see the, here we go, 1, 2, 3. And it's right after the third that it cuts to your player. But it twinkles right around the second one. And so like when I was shiny hunting and just really like in the zone, I would just like reset after that second twinkle, and it makes me wonder if I ever missed it, like if I reset too soon. It's like one of my fears when I'm doing this is that I'm gonna reset on the shiny, because in order to get another one, like, oh man, you gotta sit there forever. Nothing on that one. You know, one of the things that I really should get on my stream, but I just don't have the technical know-how to do this, is a shiny counter. So, like, counting up how many, or a reset counter, to count how many times I've reset the game to get the shiny. Because I've seen people, like, I mean, it'll get up in the hundreds, even thousands for some, until they get a shiny. And so it'd be kind of nice to know, like, what number reset that we get the shiny. But hey, if anyone in the chat knows how to do that, you should let me know, because that would be a neat thing to add for my shiny hunting series. I once saw a TikTok of a guy who in Sword and Shield, so the latest generation, got a full living dex. And for those who don't know what a full living dex is, it means you've caught every single Pokemon, but not just that you have them registered in your Pokedex, you literally have a form of every single Pokemon, right? And I saw that and I was like, wow, that's really impressive. There's like 800 some Pokemon. But then he proceeds to show a full shiny living dex. A shiny dex. It was insane. Like, not only did he have a full living dex, but he had a full shiny dex. Insane. Insane. So I'm not going to get there, but can you imagine how cool that would be? That would just be amazing. now all you need after that, the only next step after that is having, like, perfect IVs, I guess. Living decks, which that, you know, hey, if anyone can do that, I commend your dedication, because that's hundreds of hours. It's got to be, right? Makes me wonder how many hours you'd have to put in order to get a full living dex and then a full shiny dex. Living shiny dex, I should say. Yo, Steve, you still in the chat, my man? I'm not showing that you are. I should check the GTS. I did put a Pokemon in GTS. I can't even remember what I put in or what I was asking for. It was probably something crazy. I did want to get a Magmar. I did get a Magmar because I wanted a Flame Body Pokemon, so I could hatch eggs. And I also did get a Charmander because I'd love to get a shiny Charmander, and I would do that through breeding. I think I also got a Ditto. But I want to say that the Magmar that I got was did not have Flame Body, the Flame Body ability. So I might have put in my Magmar for another Magmar in hopes that I would get Flame Body. But what I could do too is like ask for a Fletchling and train up to a Talonflame and get Flame Body or something like that. I don't know. But that's kind of down the line. Right now I'm just working on Regice. But I have actually this summer too. So I mentioned this summer I was collecting all of the Pokemon games, the main series Pokemon games, and I completed that collection. But one of the other things that I've been working on this summer is getting a full like filling the Pokédex. And so as a kid, I never did that. I had Sapphire as a kid, and I put hundreds of hours into that, and I never filled the Pokédex. I always just thought that was crazy. I thought it was crazy that people could actually fill the Pokédex, and like how? Like, because for some of them you had to trade, and some of them were mythical, and I know mythicals don't necessarily count toward the dex count, but I just thought that was crazy, and I could never do it. But as an adult now, you know, I'm actually attempting to do it, and so for the first time, I had a save file in Pokemon Moon, and I could show you that file if you're interested. And I know Pokemon Moon is one of the easier ones to fill the dex in, and so I was like, oh, this could be a great place to start if I wanted to fill the dex, and so I did. I caught every Pokemon in. Well, to move back a little bit, I was working with one of my friends growing up, and we were trying to fill the dex, and I made it to about like 85%, which is a respectable amount, I think. And I put the game away for like years, and I never picked it back up. And this year, you know, with quarantine and everything, I decided to pick it back up and fill the dex, and I finally completed the dex in Pokemon Moon. So that was my first Pokedex completed, and so you know, that was pretty great. That was like my first shiny charm that I ever got. So fun. And then the next thing that I did is, as I was collecting the games, I bought Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, right? And those ones are only original 151, so I thought, hey, those would be a good one for me to complete the dex in too, you know? And so I did that on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I completed the dex, and in fact, I got a complete living dex in that game. So, hey, if you're interested, I'll show you that save file too. But that was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that. That really, Let's Go Pikachu, that did the nostalgia kicks for me. You know, I think it was a lot of fun. I put a decent amount. I think I got a living dex within like maybe 40 hours, so not like a whole lot. But I also didn't like rush through it. I took my time. Super fun. That's a really great game. So Anyway, I'm excited for Sword and Shield because it's another Switch Pokemon game, main series game. So I'm excited to play through that one, but I've kind of been saving it. I've been saving it until I can actually sit down and just focus on that one game. Like I said, I'm working on Omega Ruby. I'm working on Platinum. Oh, another one that I want to go through is Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That's another set of games that I got this summer, and I definitely want to go through because apparently, like, those are like the people's favorite. Well, like Gen 2 was a lot of people's favorite with Gold, Silver, and Crystal. But with the remakes, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, people love those. And so I definitely want to play through those. I've never played through Gen 2, so that would be a fresh start for me as well, which would be so fun. I'm looking forward to that. Another one, I should just keep going on. Another one that I really am looking forward to playing is, I believe it's 5th Gen, Black and White and Black and White 2. Yeah, that's 5th Gen. I'm looking forward to playing 5th Gen because that's another one that I've never ever played. I know who the starters are, and I know who some of the Pokemon are from the following games, like after playing X and Y and all that. But I've never played 5th Gen games, which is crazy, you know? I like Pokemon. I've always been into it, and I've always been playing the games, but I tend to lean more on ones that I'm familiar with, just due to the nostalgia factor, you know? I don't tend to gravitate as much toward the ones I haven't tried yet, so that could be why I haven't played Sword and Shield yet. I've played Kanto a dozen times, you know. I've played Fire Red, Leaf Green plenty of times. I've played, you know, Red, Blue, and Yellow, and of course Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I've played Kanto tons of times. 3rd Gen, my first Pokemon game ever was Pokemon Sapphire, and so of course I've played through 3rd Gen a lot, so part of the reason why I'm playing Omega Ruby right now, but I also really love the 3DS. I think it's a great little console, and I wonder what would happen. This has a light. I wonder if that would screw up. Yes, it would. Oh my goodness. Don't do that. Yeah, I figured it would. So I think it'd be really fun to go through each of the games. Perhaps what I should do, though, is I should stream the games going in order. Like, what if I just played the main series games and just played through the Elite Four, and then moved on to the next game? You know, like maybe caught the title Legendary or, you know, whatever, and just played through each of the games. Like starting, like literally with Gen 1, I would take out an original DMG and play like Pokemon Red, you know. That might be fun to play on stream. Of course, all with original hardware. I can do that too. Like I said, I've collected all of the games, but it doesn't make sense to collect the games unless you have the hardware as well. So, over the years, I've also collected the Game Boys and DSs and all that. And this year, I've kind of been on a 3DS, kind of a 3DS splurge here. So, I've primarily been collecting 3DSs this year. Last year was the year of Game Boys, and so this year's the year of 3DSs, and so I've been collecting a lot of those, and kind of sad to see the end of the production of 3DSs this year. It had a long lifetime, the 3DS. I think it was, what, 9 or 10 years, something like that, like 2010 or 11? I don't know. See, like right there, I think I soft reset before the third arm swing, so... Could have been a shiny. I don't think it was. I think we saw the second arm swing and we didn't see the sparkles. So, yeah, it's a good thing I got the audio of the game coming out the DS into my computer, out of my computer, up into my ears, because I got to listen for that twinkle. Because that color palette, I mean, I tell you, it's not really all that different. It'll be nice when I'm shiny hunting Registeel and Regigigas, because their color palettes are pretty. I mean, they're distinct. You can see the difference. But you guys will get tired of of listening to this over and over and over, as I probably will too. So maybe I can turn it down and we can just chat. Oh, you know how I could show you? I just thought about this, so I'm streaming. I could show you, I'm streaming from my PC. I could just pull up a picture of Regice, normal and shiny, and then display that on screen, right? Let's try it. Let's see. Twinkle there. I mean, you could probably Google it on your own, but like this is insane, the difference. Like here is, let's see if I can open up a picture. Like, all right, let me see if I can, so here is that. It's crazy. Like you can see, like here's regular on the left, and then on the right, like it's just barely a little bit more blue. Now this is the 2D sprite. So let me go back. Let me show you the 3D. Like I tell you, they really look similar. You know what I could do actually? I'll show you. I could show you on the GTS. Oh, there's my party. You can see it shows Blaziken. I got an Inkay because I wanted to chain fish. I know this game has chain fishing, so I wanted to chain fish Magikarp and see if I can get a shiny Magikarp. Because, well, for one, I like shiny Magikarp, but also shiny Gyarados. Who doesn't like shiny Gyarados? So here, I'll launch the GTS. We'll see if what I traded was, what I deposited was traded. Probably not. I don't even know what I put in. Oh, looks like it was traded. All right, let's check it out. What did I ask for? Oh, a Squirtle. Nice. All right. Nice. So, yeah, one of the things that I once had a Pokemon Omega Ruby. This is when I was a kid, and I had all of the legendaries and all of the starters. Like, it was great. We are going to search Regice. I will show you the difference between shiny and regular. It's crazy. Like, it's very hard to tell. So this is, let's see, can I even tell? I do know there's a hacker. I think here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can't even really tell. I think those are, I can hardly even tell in person. Okay, I'm pretty sure. No, this guy, what in the world? What is that? You see that? That guy definitely hacked. What is that? Oh, I see. No, he typed in like the little emojis, the DS emojis, but his face is like clear. That's really weird. Yeah, I think that's a shiny. This guy for sure. That Edu, don't ever trade with that one because they will scam you. Like it'll say communication is stopped and they'll get you banned from the GTS for, you know, a day to a week. It's crazy. Don't ever trade with them. And there was another one. I think it was Adventurer Snivy. Yeah, they're just hackers and they're no fun. So that is a shiny Regice. and I believe this one. Yeah. So here's a shiny, and here's a regular. So you can kind of tell on stream that this is like a little bit more blue, and then that one looks a little bit more white. But like honestly, I'm looking as close as I can. Just like I can see this in person, and they look really like you have to look at them side by side to see which one is shiny. It's hard to tell. So let's check it out. I mean, hopefully we'll get one soonish. But I mean, I've seen people just shining up for a long time. So yeah, I mean that shiny really looks similar though. I see the regular a lot, and I think that's shiny, but it doesn't sparkle. So that's really the only indicator. Unless you've got really good, eyes that can distinguish between colors, which I don't feel like I do. So let's see. So we've been doing this for about. When did we start? We started like 5 minutes into the stream, so I don't know. We've been doing this for about like 30 minutes or so. I'm thinking about probably just doing this for like maybe an hour or so. I feel like if I commit like an hour a day, I could probably find it in like a week, right? I don't know. I also do know it can take a lot longer than that, so I'm not getting my hopes up. But like I said earlier, like, your chances are 100% if you are determined enough. You know, I've seen people play these games, and I'm not sure if they're playing on emulators or just using capture cards on their 3DS. But they will display it, like, in their stream. So they'll have, like, a captured window in their stream, both screens, and then their face. And so I don't quite know how to do that yet, but I think it has to do with the capture card. I don't have a 3DS with a capture card. I probably could install one, but I don't know how to obtain one. So this might be the way that we're gonna have to do this. I think it'd be cool though. I'm sure I could probably just search like on eBay and find a 3DS with a capture card. That would be one of the... That's something that I would love to do, is stream 3DS games. But I also do know that there is some lag with capture cards, like, input lag or something of the sort. So that's why you don't see any or many like 3DS streamers who stream, like, say, Smash Bros. Or Super Mario or something like that. Something that's a little bit more fast-paced. I know RPGs like, Pokemon are not as fast-paced. Like, you don't have to be so fast and precise with inputs. There's not really anything that requires timing. Oops. So... But Pokemon's fun. I mean, perhaps that's also why people stream it, is because a lot of people like it. It's funny, I find myself looking more toward... I've got my stream up on my monitor, and I find myself looking at the monitor when I really should be looking at the screen. To see the shiny sparkle. Because I know, what if, like, I'm, like, paranoid that my stream is picking up, it's lagging a little bit, and I'm worried that I'm gonna, like, miss it. Because of the lag, if I'm watching the stream, Yeah, I should always wait for that third arm swing to reset. I do try. Sometimes I just get impatient. I get in the zone, and I just like, oh, not shiny, reset. But I really should wait until, like, even my player shows up on the screen. Because that would be... It's guaranteed that it will sparkle before my player shows up on the screen. What's his name? Brandon, I think, is the player. So before Brandon shows up on the screen, See, I just did it again. I was just talking about that. I just did it again. I reset before. I gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta be patient. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to know, like, the reset counter. Like, I guess I could time it, you know, and see how long approximately each reset takes. So, like, that one, here, we'll time it this time. See how long it takes between each reset and kind of calculate about how many resets we're at. I mean, granted, I did go to the GTS and waste a couple minutes there, so it'll be off a little bit. Alright, so we're looking at about 30 seconds in between. So 30 seconds in between. I've been streaming for maybe about 40 minutes, so that would be including that couple minutes. It was about 5 or 6 minutes at the beginning, and then a couple minutes on the GTS. So I'm going to say 40 minutes. So that would be 80 resets today. That feels a little bit high. Has it been 80 resets? I think we might be like closer to the 50s. I don't think we've really reset that many times, but I gotta say, like, some people reset hundreds, thousands of times. Like, I've seen people like get the shiny after 3,000 resets. So I'm not saying we're gonna take that long, but it could. I really hope it doesn't, but it could. We'll see. I am hopeful each time, you know, every time, and I feel like that's part of the grind. That's part of the appeal of shiny hunting. It's like every time you're waiting in anticipation, you know, to see that shiny. I am hopeful every time. When I first started the stream, I was thinking, man, how cool would it be if, like, I got the shiny like the first one or the second one, you know, somewhere near the beginning. That would be great. But I don't think that ever really happens. If that's ever happened on stream, someone's got the shiny that they're looking for, like, right away, let me know. I want to see it. I also love how excited people get when they see the shiny. And I feel like the longer they've been waiting, the more excited they get, you know. I gotta say, when I first got the shiny Ho-Oh in this game, I was pretty excited. Like, the adrenaline, you know, you can feel it. When I got the shiny Regirock, honestly, that happened really quickly. I think I got the shiny Regirock in, like, honestly, the first two I got both really quickly. I got the shiny Ho-Oh. It was in my first session. It was like in, I spent maybe 2 hours, and I got it, which is pretty quick, actually. The shiny Regirock I got, that one was really quick too. It wasn't as quick as Ho-Oh, but it was quick. I feel like it was under 100 resets, but I don't know. It might have been around, I think it was under 200, perhaps around 100 resets for Regirock, which is crazy. Like, you figure the odds are, what are the odds? What is it? 1 in 4,096? I don't know if this is the one where they doubled the odds or if it's still 1 in 8,192. I want to say in this game it's 1 in 4096. But I'm not sure. For wild encounters, anyway. Someone fact check me on that. I think it's 1 in 4,000. So, like, we could be here for a while. What's funny, though, is because of these resets, I've thought about this. Every time you reset, like, you're picking up at the same save state, right? So your game, for all they know, for all the game knows, unless you enter the GTS like I did and, like, saved, like, it's your first encounter with the Pokemon, as far as the game knows. You know, you really don't even have to see the bottom screen. So I can move it up. Yo, Mr. Swagberg, how you doing in the chat? Dude. So good to see you, my man. Dude, so today I am shiny hunting in Pokemon Omega Ruby for Regice. I was telling chat earlier that Regice, the shiny color variant, is like hardly different from the original. So I really got to pay close attention to the twinkle when it's shiny. You're just messing around on Twitch, can't stay long. Hey, it's all good, man. Dude, thanks for stopping by. Like, it's good to see you. Thanks for showing your support. It'll totally be worth it, dude. I know. I've been shiny hunting. I've been shiny hunting all the legendaries in this game, and so far I have two. I have Ho-Oh and Regirock. And Regice, dude, I've been at this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Like, it's been a long time that I've been at this, so I'm kind of ready to be done with it. But we're about like we're under an hour into this session. Yeah, it's a grind, dude. It is. We're about like under an hour into this session, but I gotta say I've spent in total getting this Regice, like, I've had to have spent at least 10 hours. Like, just an hour here and there. I've had to. I've spent a lot of time. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm wondering, can you tell me if the chat, because I've got the chat showing up in my stream here. It looks really small on my end. Is it really small on your end? When you type something in, I'm wondering if it's really small, if I need to make that bigger or not. I feel like it's good. I think it's also just because I'm looking at a windowed display. So I don't know if that's why it's small. So. Oh, looks like my man Mr. Swagberg left. Oh, sad. It's all good though. It's nice of them to stop by though. So, G, my #1 fan, and my #2, Mr. Swagberg. Always a pleasure. Nice to have them stop by, you know. I'm just having fun. You know, I always say, like, when I'm streaming, you know, I'd normally be doing this anyway. I'd normally be playing games and shiny hunting like this. But hey, you know, if I can stream and interact with some people and, you know, have a good time and chat, hey, let's go for it. You know, I think it's all fun and games, really. So I'm having a good time. I think it's fun. I know this is not exciting, and you're just listening to me talk this whole hour. Not exciting. I'm not a very entertaining person, but I'm having a good time, so. You know, and if people just stop in and out, you know, hey, that's all good. That's all good. I do more exciting stuff than this, so if you do stop by, go ahead and hit that follow button, because I do stream other games that are more exciting. So, like, a couple nights ago, I streamed Rocket League, so if you like Rocket League, you know, I'll play that from time to time. I'll be playing a little bit more Pokemon. I do want to play, you know, some of the other titles in the main series games, so, you know, I'll play that, but I do plan on playing some Minecraft down the line. I would love to do, I will say, and I'll say this for anyone who's listening, I am planning on doing a, I am planning on doing a 12-hour live stream with my brother-in-law. We're going to do a survival Minecraft world. So probably next Friday, once we're on break, I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream overnight here in the States. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's mostly like we want to do it to have done it, you know, but I think it would be fun. Plus I've been meaning to get back on Minecraft. I haven't played that in a while. But I also do want to do some streams like on my own too. So far I've done all of my streams have been playing with people, you know, which is always so fun. But I also think it would be fun to do some streams by myself, you know, and do some single player games, something that I can't normally do when I'm playing with people. So might be fun to do like my own survival Minecraft world, and you know, that might be fun. But I got a lot of ideas that I want to maybe try. But like I said, if I'm gaming anyway, I might as well stream. So really, I'm just here to play games. How much longer should I keep going? I mean, I got more energy in me. I am getting a little bit hungry, so I will have to get some food right now. I mean, it's 5:51 here where I'm at. 5:51 p.m. So, kind of around dinner time. I wonder if I'm not that familiar with Twitch, so I'm wondering if people who join the chat, they can see old chat messages, right? I think so. So like when Mr. Swagberg came in, you could see Jeeb's chat. I think so. You know, I will say it is nice that I got this whole setup up and running with the audio and the video of both my mic and the DS all running correctly, and also in my ears, which is really nice. I'm glad I got all that up and running, so now I know how to do this in the future. It really wasn't too bad, actually, getting this all set up. So yeah, it'll be nice. I've been thinking about, like, it'd be cool to play Switch, because I don't actually know how to capture the Switch. I feel like I would need a capture card or some sort of adapter. You know, some capture adapter that plugs in, an HDMI adapter that plugs into my Switch and captures the display. I guess for the time being, I could display it here, but I know the video quality is terrible. Like, this is supposed to be an HD camera here, this one right here, but it's, I don't know, it's got to be like 720p. It's not very good. Oh man, I really want to catch it on stream here, because if I don't catch it, like, I'd want to do it again. I want to try again and just keep trying until I get it. But I don't want to have a bunch of streams where I just don't catch it, you know. But I also don't want to catch it off stream. I think that would, I don't know, that'd be kind of sad. So I'm hoping my odds are good. You know what I could do too is come back to it. I don't have to catch Regice now. I could catch Registeel, you know, and then go catch Regice. You know, it's funny, I always wonder if I'm pronouncing the Pokemon names correctly, because I've heard streamers who will say the Pokemon's name and then the chat's like, I'm sorry, what? You know, and say like, how did you pronounce that? Like, Tangela. Someone, I think, pronounced it Tangela. Like, I don't know. Like Angela, but, or maybe Tangela, I don't know. But I always pronounce it Tangela, like it's tangled up. But I do know, like, when I was a kid, I used to pronounce Blaziken, which I know is wrong. It's Blaziken, because he's a chicken. But when I was a kid, I would call him Blaziken. And I always thought that was kind of cool. But wrong. But I don't know. It's funny because you read all of these Pokemon names as a kid, or, you know, as a gamer, you see all these names and you read them in your head, but you never actually say them out loud. And then when you're forced to say them out loud, it's like, wait, is that actually how you pronounce it? And I feel like that's true for a lot of things, for a lot of games. Yeah, nothing. You know, it would be fun. I know no one is ever going to do this, but it'd be fun to know at what reset we catch the shiny. So if you ever went back to this feed and counted, which would be insane. Why would you ever do that? That would be an interesting statistic. You know, the sad part is, say the odds are 1 in 4,096, which is what I think they are. Say those are the odds. That means that it could take only a couple tries, but it could take well over 4,096. Like, while unlikely, it could take you like 10,000 resets in order to get it, which is insane. Like 10,000 resets, and like I said earlier, this is like a 30-second cycle. 10,000 resets. It's what, 5,000 minutes, and that would be straight. 5,000 minutes. How many hours is that? Say it's 6,000 minutes, right? That would be 100 hours. It's crazy. You know, I've had it's showing up that I have a user named Qubit in my chat, and I don't know if it's a real person. I don't know if it's a real person or a bot. Qubit, if you are real, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just talking to nobody, which is fine. I don't mind. You know, I will say the nice part about this type of stream is I noticed there was some lag in my other streams when I was playing PC games. There was some lag, so what's nice about this is it's just video capture. It's not like capturing a display. You know, and it's also not running a game at the same time, so there's not a whole lot of lag in this. I'm hoping it's nice and clean and there's no drop frames or anything. But we're about an hour into this, and you know, I'm hoping we get it. I might I am getting a little hungry, so I might get some food. I might come back later tonight, or who knows. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. Let's say 5 more. Let's do 5 more. Alright, so it's not that one. 4 more. I do hate how long it takes for the game to reset. You know, I wonder if it takes longer for the original 3DS. Like, if I were to play this in the original 3DS, if it would take longer, because I know the processors on the new 3DS XLs are better. Yo, it's Johan Joe. What's up, my man? Did you get a shiny? Not yet. I mean, I got shiny Ho-Oh and Regirock, not on stream, but I did get those, and so I'm shiny hunting all the legendaries in Omega Ruby. And so here I am trying to get Regice, and the thing about Regice is the color palette for shiny versus normal is like pretty indistinguishable. Like, it's pretty much the exact same. Like, the shiny is like just a lighter shade, just like a hair lighter shade of blue. Whereas, like, the original is, like, maybe a little bit more white. So it's very hard to tell. So what I'm doing is I'm looking and waiting for, like, the sparkle when the Pokemon spawns, but then also the twinkle in the sound. But you should see my setup right now. I've got this weird, like, jank setup of, like, I've got an overhead camera here, and I've got, of course, my headphones into my PC. I've got this 3DS coming out like aux into, you can't really see it, but aux from the 3DS into the mic port on my PC, and that, you know, it's just a crazy setup that I've got. You know, I had to capture the audio of me and my 3DS and the video of both. So I know the quality's not that great, but hey, you know, it's either that or a capture card 3DS, which I don't have. You love it. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm just having fun. I figured I'd be shiny hunting anyway, and so I figured why not stream it. So here we are. I was saying I do want to play the other Pokemon games on stream. Particularly some of the ones that I've never played before. So like Sword and Shield is one of those. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is another one of those, and like Black and White 2 is another one. I definitely want to go through those for a fresh, like first time ever. That would be a lot of fun. We also have to stream together. I know you've been streaming Call of Duty, yeah? Then you gotta upload to YouTube. Yeah, I usually upload my streams to YouTube. I don't want to upload a bunch of me shiny hunting and not getting it. Like, I don't want to have to stream like 10 times, and all 10 times, like, I just don't get it. You know, but I also don't want to catch it off stream. Get it off stream, and then, you know, I think it'd be fun to get it on stream. So it's really just a matter of odds. But yeah, we got to stream together. We should start a Minecraft world soon. Absolutely. I was saying earlier in the stream that I want to do a 12-hour live stream, and I wanted to do it with you. So let's do our 12-hour live stream. You want to do it on Friday? Friday is when I start break, so I was thinking we could do that Friday night. We could do, yes! We could do like an 8 to 8, like overnight here in the States. That would be so fun. We could do survival Minecraft, or we could do whatever. I did see that the standard edition for Call of Duty, there you go. Nice. Dude, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. I did see that the new Call of Duty was on sale. It was like $40 instead of $60, and I was like, maybe I should get it. That might be fun. I do know it's got zombies. I don't know. I think that might be fun. But I also don't want to spend $40 and then like never play it. So like, or only play it a couple times. But we should definitely do our 12-hour stream. Whatever we play, I don't care what we play. But I think we should definitely do that. I think that would be fun. You know, it's funny. Right before you signed on, I said, "Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. I think I might be done." I said, "All right, 5 more," and I did my 5th, and it wasn't it. I did my 4th, it wasn't it, and then you hopped on. So you caught me right before I left. So I'm glad you hopped on. We've obviously done more than 5 since you hopped on. Multiplayer and zombies are fun, but if you're not going to play much, then don't waste it. Don't waste the moolah. Yeah. Yeah. It is fun. It is fun. I did enjoy Warzone, but I always felt like, I don't know, either, I can't remember, but I want to say for me it was like laggy, or just the experience wasn't great. It didn't feel very fluid, but I do know you were saying that this new Black Ops is, what, Activision instead of Treyarch, or maybe the other way around, and it just feels more fluid and it feels better. So, I don't know, maybe that's incentive. Like, it really makes all the difference when a game feels good to play, you know? Never liked Warzone, only played because yeah. I mean, it was nice to play with Robbie and Nick. You know, I gotta say that was nice. But really, we just gotta get them on PC, right? Because I think Nick plays on PlayStation and Robbie plays on Xbox or something like that. Yeah. It is fun. Like, I do enjoy, like, I feel like over 50% of the experience of playing Warzone with them was being able to play with them. Like, that's a game that we never got to actually, or that's a game like we wouldn't normally be able to play with them, and so like half the fun was being able to play with them. And so not necessarily that Warzone, and I might get attacked in the comments, but not necessarily saying that like Warzone is that great of a game. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. To each their own, right? So like, you know, some people might have loved it. But I don't know. I didn't feel like it was very fluid. Like, it didn't feel very smooth. Like, makes all the difference when a game feels good to play. So, yeah, we definitely have to play some games. You know, I definitely maybe we can do this on our live stream. I mean, I'm sure we're going to play more than one game during our 12-hour stream. But it might be fun to play through like a Halo campaign. You know, that could take up a good 6 hours or so. Not to say that we need to fill the time, but I'm just saying, like, that would be a fun game to play that we haven't done yet. So maybe we should play through the Halo campaign. Yeah. Because that's a game that we both got. I know, dude, it's so fun. It's so fun. That's a game we both got, but, like, haven't really played that much. Like, I used to play Halo all the time. Plus on PC, that would be great. That might be a fun game to play. I'm trying to think of other games that we could play, though, that we both love. I mean, I know we both love Minecraft, and we always fall back on that. Remember when we all bought it? Yes, I know. It really is so sad. It really is sad. Yeah, I'm trying to think of games that we would play together. We both love Minecraft. We always fall back on Minecraft. Halo's a good one. We both love Halo, but we don't really play that a whole lot. I know you really like Call of Duty. I do like Call of Duty. I just don't love it as much as most people do. But what other games? I mean, I like Rocket League. I know you don't really love Rocket League. I don't know. I just went through and uninstalled a bunch of games on my PC because I was running out of space. It's funny, actually. I should tell you this while you're on stream, Joe. Is that I had some old computers, right? And you know, they were just junk computers, and so I figured I could use some of the parts and kind of recycle them. And so both of the computers had 500 gig mechanical hard drives, and I was like, oh, I could use those just for, you know, storage. And so this weekend I was installing them into my PC. I took the drives out of the old computer and installed the drives into my PC. And my drive tray has 3 slots, and I already have an SSD, a 2.5-inch SSD, and a 3.5-inch mechanical drive in there. So I only had 1 open spot, but I had 2 drives to put in. And so I decided to move the SSD, and because I noticed there were some mounting spots on the back of the case, right? So I was like, oh, I'll just put the SSD on the back of the case. I'll mount it there, and then I'll put all 3 drives in that drive tray. And I'm looking at it, and I see like the holes kind of line up with the screw slots for the SSD, and it's like behind the motherboard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to take out the motherboard to mount this SSD, and I can already see you shaking your head. And so I literally took apart my entire PC. I removed all of the cables and took out the motherboard, like literally everything, which is kind of fun. I mean, it's since I built the PC that I've taken everything out and like rebuilt it. But I literally took everything out, and I made it to that part where I put in the SSD, and I didn't know how to put it in. I realized the lines, the holes, the screw holes weren't lining up with the cutouts in the case. And so I got on Google, and I kid you not, I spent under 30 seconds on Google. It was within 30 seconds. I typed in the name of my case, the NZXT-H500i SSD mount. And within 30 seconds, I found results of just use the little plastic SSD mount, and it clips onto those little holes. And so I go to my motherboard box where I put all of my extra stuff, and I find those little SSD mount trays, and it literally just clipped on. I didn't have to take anything apart. Oh man, I spent I sat there just for a solid minute, just like contemplating my life. You know, like, oh my goodness, I took apart everything, but I mean, it was kind of fun. I got to put everything back together, and I just popped it right back in there. But that was my experience this weekend. And so anyway, I formatted the drives. And maybe I should ask you about this. I got one of the drives to show up, and when I go to CMD and go to list disk, under disk part, go to list disk, and I only see one of the drives there. So I haven't opened it up and double checked that the cables are completely plugged in, but that would be my next step. I'm going to double check that they're completely plugged in, but then I can start troubleshooting like why the other drive isn't showing up. But they are old drives. I mean, one could be corrupted, and I think that's why they threw out the old PC. Anyway, you have more drives that can fit and a laptop HDD taped onto my case with a rubber band behind it. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? That's the most janky thing ever. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Taped onto your case with a rubber band behind it. I gotta see that. Next time I come over, you gotta show me that. Oh my gosh. You keep buying cases to rebuild. Dude, it's so fun. It's so fun. So I honestly want to get a new case just so I can rebuild it. Or like a new motherboard or something. Because it's so much fun. But I really like my case. I like my build. I don't know. I enjoy it. So anyway. It's good fun. I think it'd be fun to upgrade, but I'm not really needing to do that. I know I've told you that a bunch of times, but anyway, dude. Hey, thanks for stopping by my chat. Would you be up for playing games tonight? I mean, I'll play games tonight. I'm not really that focused on the shiny hunting. I'm really hoping I didn't pass up a shiny. I haven't heard anything or seen anything. You're tempted to upgrade GPU. Zotac has a refurb 2080 for $499 in stock, but the 3070 is $4099 and much better. So are you gonna wait for the 37 to become in stock then, or what are you gonna do? You're just gonna wait, or you're gonna jump on the 2080? I mean, the 2080 is a good card. You've got the Vega 64, which is also a great card. I don't necessarily think, if you wanted my opinion, which I know you didn't ask for, I think the 2080, like, you should, at that point you should just stick with the Vega 64 and wait for the 3070. I would not say upgrade to the 2080 because you've got a Vega 64. Yeah, so probably just wait for the 3070. Hey, question for you. The chat, I've got it popping up on my screen on the left-hand side, so for you it'll be over here. Is it really small on my stream? Do I need to make that bigger? Because for me, it looks really small. But I think that's just because I'm looking at windowed view, so it could be really small. So. Yes. I'm on stream. Josiah's on my chat right now. Yeah. Alright. That's too shy. My GPU's good, but maybe I'll just buy a capture card because my games get a bit laggy. Yeah, capture card would be great. Honestly, I've thought about it. I think that would be so fun to have a capture card. But how much is, like, I've seen good reviews on the, what is it called? Like the Elgato, what is that capture card called? It's made by Elgato. But apparently, oh, that's right. You won. Dude, you should have kept that one. You should have kept that one. I think it'd be fun to get a capture card, you know, and because my stream was really laggy when I was playing the other night with Rocket League, so that might be fun to do. Yeah, you should have kept that one, man. That's all right. Did you make profit on it when you sold it? Because I mean, if you did, then hey, good on you. See, this is the problem. I'm shiny hunting. I really should be paying attention, but I'm not. Yeah, so I really hope I haven't just been, like, mindlessly resetting the game. You didn't know you were be streaming. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know. That's like... I never really thought I would be streaming because I've always been like, oh, I don't know if I should. You know, but I don't know. I've had fun doing it so far, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I'm glad I've started streaming. I think it's good fun. I gotta say though, so like I've been playing this by myself. Obviously, I'm not playing with anyone. Is it better if I do that? It's not really much difference. Yeah, they say like if you're streaming by yourself, you just gotta keep talking, you know. And like I don't know, I kind of just say what's on my mind. I've been talking a little bit about like shiny mechanics and odds and things like that, but also just my stream, and I'm having a good time. I will say the so I tried adjusting the screen here. This 3DS that I'm working off of right now is, I believe it's got double IPS screens. So when I bought it, it was listed as broken. The home button was broken. And I managed to open it up and fix the home button without having to buy any replacement parts, which is nice. It was just the connection, that little, where the ribbon cable goes, that was pulled up. And so I just pressed it back down and it works just fine. So the home button works now, which is great because I got a good deal on it because it was listed as broken. So if this is a double IPS 3DS, that's fantastic. And I have reason to believe it is. I don't know enough about IPS and TN screens to really know better. All I really know is that IPS has better viewing angles and sometimes colors. I don't know. But this one has pretty good viewing angles. I mean, you can kind of see it. Let's see if we can... Like, you can kind of see that pretty well. So there's the top screen. Let's see if we can get the bottom screen. We gotta wait for it to reset. But I will say that the IPS, I really think the top screen is IPS. I've got the brightness turned down for the stream, but it looks really good. Like when I'm playing it, I can tell the difference. So here is the bottom screen. Like I said, the viewing angles are pretty good on that, so let's see if it'll pop up. Yep, so there's Regice. Come on, bottom screen. So there's the top screen, pretty good viewing angles. I mean, that's a pretty steep angle. Look at that, though. Like the bottom screen, that's pretty good viewing angles on there. Nice and bright. So, I do like this. It's just a plain black one. Yeah, I say IPS as well. It's just a plain black 3DS, which is cool. Like, I mean, it is really plain. When it's just sitting on my desk or on the counter, it is a little bit boring. I do like the Majora's Mask one that I have, which I also think is double IPS, which is, or at least the top is. But I do like, you know, some of the other ones that are just a little bit more fun. I've got the lime green one, the Super Mario World lime green 3DS. Yes, the Yoshi one. That's the one. That's the one. I love that one. It's just a fun color, you know. Every time I see it, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like those bright, like, neon, like the Joy-Cons for the Switch. Those bright neon colors are just fun. They just say fun to your brain, and you know. This gray, not so fun. But that lime green, I gotta say, is great. Maybe I can, let me see if I can grab that one here as we're loading. So, you can probably hear the sun in the background. So, here, I brought over all of my 3DSs. Actually, not all of my 3DSs, but some of the good ones. So, as we're doing this, here is the lime green one. I know, the color in the stream is not great, so, not shiny, reset. But I do really like the lime green. It's just plain simple and it's fun. You know, I really like that the inside is black. I don't know if you can really tell the difference, maybe in the light. Yeah, you can kind of see. The lighting is terrible in here. Maybe I should turn on the overhead lights. But the inside is black, which I really like. The gray 3DS here that we're playing off of has a gray inside, which is cool, and it's nice and soft, but I do like the black. Anyone who knows me, I like all of my tech to be black because it's sleek and modern and whatever. So, not shiny. Let me see if turning on the overhead light would help. Get up again. Yeah, it kind of helps. I don't know. I just don't really like the warm light. I guess it helps. I mean, you can kind of see in the color tones in the webcam is good, but the color tones in the overhead camera is not. So I'm wondering, maybe if I go to, let's see if we can adjust this on screen. So not shiny. Configure video. Like if I can adjust the white balance, here we go. I got that checked on auto. Let's see if we can fix this. So that would be more warm, right? Oh no, that's more warm. Yeah, see, it starts to get in the green tones. I don't really like that too much. Ooh. And that's way too red. Yeah, this document camera is just not very good. So we're not going to do that. Yeah, I feel like when I had the lights off, I feel like it picked up like I know everything else around it was really bad. But I feel like it picked up the image on the screen on the 3DS better. I don't know. What do you think, Joe? I don't even know if you're still in the stream. You might have left. It's all good, though. Thanks for stopping by. It's good fun. Oh, yeah. Thing is, looks good. I'm gonna play some zombies. Nice, dude. Hey, thanks for stopping by my stream and for showing your support. Let me know if you want to play games tonight. Maybe we can hop on or something. Although it is a work day tomorrow, so I can't make it too late. But hey, if you're up for it, maybe we can play some games. Or if you want to play zombies, it doesn't matter either way. We're also gonna play later this week too, so. For sure, man. You know what, though? I was just thinking, wait a second. I was just saying earlier in my stream how you don't see a lot of people streaming like Smash Bros. On 3DS or Super Mario because the capture cards, there's input lag and all that. So that's why you don't see that. And a lot of those streamers who stream 3DS, they display the screens on their stream. And it's displaying what the screen is displaying, right? Since I'm playing on actual hardware, there wouldn't be any input lag. There wouldn't be anything like that. So, of course, like, the stream is, like, really ugly and, you know, I mean, this is terrible, but that would be an option. I wonder if we can zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I think I want the overhead lights off. All right. can't believe we've been doing this for an hour and a half. It's a long time to be shiny hunting. Although I shouldn't really say that. There's been people who have done far, far longer than that. Feels like a long time though, to be doing the same thing over and over and over again. Anyone in the chat? No. Alright, well, let's do this for maybe like 5 more times and then we can call it a day. Hopefully we can get it. So we'll start now. You know, it's funny, I took out all my 3DSs to show the collection, but never actually did. Maybe that'll be a stream someday. Is a collection, go through the collection. Alright, so here's number 5. Nothing. Alright, number 4. Oh my goodness, even Cubit left. I wonder if Cubit was a real person. We weren't sure when we first, when I first played with Joe. We weren't sure if there was a guy named, what was his name? Maybe Lynx or something like that? Started with an L. But we thought it was a robot. We thought it was a bot. So I was thinking Cubit might have been a bot in my chat, because he's been there the whole time, and I know this isn't a very exciting stream, but even he is gone. How sad. What are we on? Is this number... We did 4, did 3, so I think this is 2. Number 2. Alright, here we go. Last time, let's make it count. If this was a shiny, how cool would that be? I'm like hopeful. Every single time I'm hopeful. I know it'll happen eventually. Yeah. As much as I figured. Alright. Well, better luck next time. We'll have to try this again, and hopefully we can get that shiny Regice. We're really grinding on this one. Like I said, I put in like a good week and a half of trying to get this shiny. So hopefully we can get it next time. But I definitely want to go through and shiny hunt each of the legendaries. So you can follow along with me in this series, I guess. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Here, let's click on. There we go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.